Alright, so obviously I'm going to do some stump pulling. Um, I had to get a log chain. That's the first key point here. I tried a tow strap, didn't work at all. Um, it doesn't necessarily need to be a super long log chain because you can convert to tow strap. But I had to get the log chain to get the bite on the stump. And I'm also wrapping it 2, 3 times around the stump. And I'm going from the bottom up and trying to keep as little slack around the stump as possible. The second key point is the tire. I think that's like a 31 or 35-inch tire. It's full of air, and of course the truck. Got to have a weight. Um, my truck in this video, actually, the four-wheel drive is out, so you can do this with a two-wheel drive truck. I'm not sure the two-wheel drives actually have tow hooks on the front. Seems like they do, it just depends, but you don't have to use the front of your truck. I just like using the front because the tow hooks are there and I can actually see what's going on. Something else I didn't do in this video was a safety thing, and that's to wrap some kind of rug or towel or something around the middle of the chain in case it snaps. That will take the force, and that way it won't come back and go through your windshield and kill you. I've heard of that actually happening a lot. You read that in four drive magazines and whatnot. This is my very first time using the chain, so I take it really slow because I don't really know what's going to happen. The tire falls over. That's one of the big problems about using that particular tire. It's a big wide tire, but you know, it's uneven ground and it wants to fall over all the time. I'm sure there's other things that you could use besides a tire. I was thinking like maybe even um, a 3 foot tall log just as an anchor point, but the point of that is to get the lateral force of the truck changed into an upward force on the stump, and it works quite well, as you'll see. On this particular stump, for some reason, because it's my first time, I don't jerk it. So the next little bit here is a lot of rocking it, just letting the chain pull me back. But also, since my tires are kind of worn on this truck, and my driveway is obviously covered in grass, so I didn't actually have a lot of traction. But if you just go backwards fast and jerk, and it'll actually pull out. But I spend a lot of time here rocking it, and it will eventually come out. But another, the grass and the driveway does not help traction, and the bald tires does not help traction. And I actually repositioned a little bit later to put both tires more in the gravel, and it helped a lot. Of course, I was jerking them up a lot harder by that point too. Something else I forgot to mention is it had just rained the night before, day before, so the soil soaked pretty well into the ground, and I'm sure that helped quite a bit. You might want to do this after a big rain. I will say you probably want a fairly tall tire if you want to do it with the tire method. I never actually did try it without the tire because I seen somebody else doing it this way and it seemed like it works pretty good. But also, you don't want to stop just because you think it's pulled. Keep going until you're sure, because some of those roots like to hang on big time. I'm going to stop here and start doing some time-lapse video, because once you've seen it once, you've pretty much got the idea of it, and that's about all the tips and tricks that I can even talk about.